Right now at noon, some changes are coming to the Henry Vilas Zoo. We'll tell you what they include. And actor Jussie Smollett's attorney says that all charges have been dropped against him. We'll have the very latest on that. Plus, Democrats are upping the pressure on the Attorney General to release the full Mueller report.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now on this Tuesday afternoon. We'll get to those stories in just a bit. But first, let's head over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first alert forecast. Lots of sunshine out there today.
That's right. Plenty of sunshine and warming temperatures, too. Already, Mark, we are at 43 degrees here in Madison. Winds are coming strongly out of the south at 10 miles per hour as well. It's really helping those temperatures take off. Lone Rock also at 46. We're already at 48 as you work your way towards Boscobel. I think someone's going to hit 50 as we head into the afternoon. In fact, temperatures are already anywhere from about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than they were at this time yesterday, after starting about 5 to 10 degrees colder this morning. So we're starting to see the impact of what a southerly wind will do. And we're going to be keeping that south wind flow around, not just today, but as we work our way into Wednesday and Thursday as well. So as we go through the next 12 hours, expect temperatures to continue to increase. We have a forecast high of 48. I would not be surprised to see us beat that and work our way into the low 50s, especially with plenty of sunshine going through the rest of this afternoon. Any cloud cover will simply be decoration at this point. But we have a strong rise in temperatures coming our way tomorrow and into Thursday, Mark, before they come back down. We also have some rain chances and perhaps a few snowflake chances in the forecast as well to talk about.
A few.
Just a few.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Okay. We'll see you in a few minutes, Chris.
All right,
Thank
sounds
you.
good.
Topping the news today, Dane County leaders are making another announcement about the zoo. On Sunday, the contract will expire with their fundraising partner, the Zoological Society. Amanda Quintana is live at the zoo, where Dane County Executive Joe Parisi just held a news conference. She has the latest. Amanda?
Yes, well, County Executive Joe Parisi repeated his message that he has told us before, that visitors who come to the zoo, their experience will be the same. He was joined by county staff here at the zoo, explaining that all the changes are being made behind the scenes. He says that the county will pass 2 resolutions tonight following a public hearing, one to add 9 staff members to take care of the animals, something he says the Association of Zoos and Aquariums said the zoo needed, and 2, to hire a consultant, a national expert who can tell them how other zoos handle their partnership with fundraising organizations. Parisi saying in order to keep the AZA accreditation, it's time to end their relationship with the Zoological Society, who they've partnered with for more than 100 years.
Continuing to do something one way, just because that's the way we've always done it, is not how we should be doing business. We will engage in this process because at the end of the day, I have a responsibility to my community. A responsibility to do what's best for our zoo, not necessarily what's easiest.
I asked Parisi if the county offered jobs to people who currently work concessions and ground services who are employed by the society. He said they were offered to keep their positions. Now, I also just spoke to the society's vice chair, and she says the AZA accreditation has never been a problem in the past, so they're confused on why Parisi is saying that. And she also said that losing their fundraising partner is something that could actually hurt their AZA accreditation, and she will be at that hearing tonight.
All right, Amanda Quintana reporting live from the Henry Vilas Zoo. Thank you. Madison police are looking for 2 people who they say threatened a motel night clerk with a gun. Police say 2 suspected robbers walked into the Super 8 motel at 4765 Hayes Road in Madison about 2:30 this morning. One of the people pretended to watch TV in the lobby while the other asked about a room. When the clerk looked at his computer to check for a room, one of the suspects allegedly pulled out a handgun. The clerk ran into a back room and called 911. It's unknown if anything was taken. Attorneys for Empire actor Jussie Smollett say charges alleging that he lied to police about an attack have been dropped. Smollett's attorney said that Smollett's record has been wiped clean. Smollett was indicted on 16 felony counts related to making a false report that he was attacked by 2 men who shouted racial and homophobic slurs. Police and prosecutors have said the actor reported to authorities that he was attacked in January in downtown Chicago because he was unhappy with his pay on the Fox show, and he was there also hoping to promote promote his career. Wisconsin officials are waiting for a pair of courts to decide whether laws that Republicans passed last year limiting the powers of the new Democratic governor and attorney general can stand. Lawmakers passed the measures in a lame duck session in December before Governor Tony Evers and Attorney General Josh Kaul took office. A Dane County judge blocked the laws Thursday, ruling that lawmakers convened illegally when they passed them. Attorneys for Republicans are asking the 3rd District Court of Appeals to put that ruling on hold pending appeal. That decision could come at any moment. And Governor Tony Evers is touring additional areas impacted by spring flooding in Wisconsin. The governor plans to visit Fond du Lac and Darlington today and meet with local officials there. Several hundred people were evacuated from their homes because of ice jam flooding along the Fond du Lac River earlier this month. That's when Evers declared a state of emergency for much of the state as heavy rain and melting snow flooded roads, fields, and communities. The Mueller investigation may be finished, but the fight over its findings appears to be just getting started. Nicole Killian reports from the White House.
President Trump's allies are declaring victory.
It was a very clear answer: no collusion. It is a moment in time that America can now move forward.
On Sunday, Attorney General William Barr released a letter summarizing Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. It said Mueller did not find that the Trump campaign or anyone associated with it conspired or coordinated with Russia. But as to whether the president obstructed justice, Barr said that while Mueller's report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him. Democrats are now emphasizing that last point.
The president's personal attorneys, campaign manager, his first national security advisor have all been convicted of significant crimes. So I think it is important for Democrats to push back on the narrative that this report fully exonerates the president.
Even though the president and some fellow Republicans support making the special counsel's full report public, on Monday, Senate Republicans blocked a resolution calling for its release.
Maybe I am being naive now, maybe, but I have confidence that most people will look at this report and say it is over.
The Democratic chairs of 6 House committees sent a letter of their own to the Attorney General. It said his 4-page summary was not sufficient for Congress and gave him a week to deliver Mueller's entire report to them. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
And House Democrats have said that they are willing to use subpoenas to get the special counsel's report as well as its underlying documents. Now let's see what's Howard coming up. Let me back up here. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. We'll see what Howard is working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If getting dinner on the table in about 10 minutes sounds too good to be true, pinch yourself, because today's one-pan wonder is just that. On your mark, get set, let's get cooking. If you're looking for ways to get dinner on the table fast, I mean really fast, nothing beats pan frying. What I like about pan frying is that it helps seal in the juices while allowing the outside of whatever you're cooking to get nice and crispy. To show you what I mean, we've got a tasty new dish for you to try tonight. We begin by cutting a pork tenderloin into chunks and then flattening them between a couple of pieces of wax paper or a plastic storage bag. Pounding these nice and thin will not only allow them to cook super fast, but it also creates more of a surface area, which is where all the flavor will be. Now we coat our cutlets with some Italian breadcrumbs that we mix with some Parmesan cheese and a bit of salt and pepper. After we cook down some onions and garlic in olive oil, we saute our cutlets in the same pan. The cutlets are going to absorb all that flavor from the onions and garlic while they cook. In less than 5 minutes, when the breading is golden and the pork is cooked through, it's ready to serve. And although this is crazy quick, don't think for a minute that it's going to lack flavor. No siree. It's just the opposite. These are amazing. To get the recipe for what we call our skillet Parmesan pork, all you have to do is visit our website. You know, this is really tasty. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a one-pan way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Clear and coolish Tuesday across southern Wisconsin, but they could see some wintry weather later this week. Meteorologist Chris Reese has your first alert forecast when we come back. Dim predictions for the U.S. economy, and Domino's is putting itself in the driver's seat. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
The country's top business economists are forecasting a sharp slowdown in growth over the next 2 years. According to the National Association for Business Economics, economists are projecting that U.S. growth will reach just 2.4% this year and 2% in 2020. The group cited a global economic slowdown and trade conflict. Groundbreaking on new homes plunged in February. According to the Commerce Department, housing starts sank 8.7%. That was much worse than expected. The drop came despite a decline in mortgage rates, and building permits, which is a proxy for future construction, also fell. After a series of fits and starts, Uber is buying competitor Careem for $3.1 billion in a combination of cash and convertible notes. Founded in 2012, Careem is a Middle East-based brand with 30 million users. The acquisition comes as Uber gears up to go public. And ordering a pizza on your commute home from work is about to get easier. Domino's is partnering with connected car technology company Zevo to create a pizza ordering platform in your car's infotainment system. Customers would be able to place and track orders on their vehicle's touchscreen. The technology is expected to come preloaded onto millions of cars later this year. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's take a look at Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is up 126 points. The NASDAQ up 53. The S&P 500 is up 17 points. Things looking in the green on Wall Street. Let's check in with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee. Had some pretty good numbers yesterday. They holding today?
Today, the green is on our grass, potentially, not on my screens, I'm afraid. Everybody's got a squeezy stomach today on the Brexit situation and not knowing what is coming next as far as their activities. They were supposed to be done with the European Union at the end of this week. Now Parliament wants to take it over as a decision, and so there's basically chaos over there as what's going to happen with their trade negotiations. That's where agriculture kind of gets involved, is if there's all kinds of new trade agreements that have to be renegotiated by what will be Great Britain, then, or they will have to, or United Kingdom, I should say, then they will have to go back to the table all the way around the world. Does that give agriculture an opportunity? We'll see. And we found out 38% of Texas farmers had corn in the ground as of yesterday afternoon. That's ahead of their 5-year average, so they're at least off to a decent start. Going to be a while before we get anything going around this neck of the woods. Friday is that USDA prospective planting report. It's expected that farmers are going to plant more soybeans this year, but not as many as what we had last year. Farmers really trying to get back to what we call a normal rotation to make sure that soil health is kept in mind. We'll wait and see. Like I said, Friday's when the big numbers come out. Today is day number 1 of the WPS Farm Show at the EAA grounds in Oshkosh. Remember, show hours today and tomorrow, 9 until 4. Thursday, 9 until 3. Cost of admission is free, but you got to pay $3 to park, and you might want to wear boots because I'm thinking it's going to be a little sloggy up there. Barrel cheese today up a penny and 3/4 at 158 3/4. Another big move on block cheese, up a nickel after gaining 7 cents yesterday. Today it's up to 169, and double A butter down a half today at 227.5 per pound. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't put my boots too far because I'll be slogging around with everybody else up at the WPS Farm Show tomorrow, Mark. So you'll have to handle the numbers and our weather and Mr. Food all by yourself.
All right, well, we'll do what we can.
All right, buddy.
Don't get too muddy.
Yeah, well, may not have a choice.
All right, thank you, Pam. We'll see you on Thursday then?
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you then. All right, Chris is here now with the forecast. It looks like a dry day to play in the mud tomorrow.
Yeah, hey, it'll be plenty warm to play in the mud tomorrow, that's for sure. We've got the sunshine out there right now. The sunshine's going to be sticking with us as we go through the day. Temperatures right now already in the mid and even upper 40s for a lot of our friends. 43 in Watertown. Waukesha still at 39. Let's go to Lone Rock. They're at 46. Boscobel at 48. Prairie du Chien coming in at 47 degrees right now. Here in Madison, we do sit at 43. Winds, though, they're coming out of the south at 10 miles per hour. Folks, that's a strong southerly wind. When you get a really strong south wind, you really start to watch those temperatures move in an upward direction quickly. And with the sunshine, thanks to high pressure that's in control, I do think our temperatures are going to take a pretty solid run at 50 degrees today. Out to the west, across the high plains, we do have a warm front. That is going to be impacting our weather, especially as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. Again, though, over the next 12 hours for us, watch those temperatures into the upper 40s and low 50s, gradually cooling down and likely struggling to get below the freezing mark overnight tonight. But then here's what happens throughout the rest of the week. As this high starts to move its way towards the south and east, that really allows for the warm air to really just work its way on in from the south. south and build into the upper Midwest. What we will have to pay attention to is a cold front that's going to be developing to our north and west and pushing its way southward. That'll likely bring a lot of cloud cover for us on Thursday. There's the smallest chance for rain, but I do think our atmosphere is going to be fairly dry, so it's going to be hard to get a lot of moisture out of that until this little swirl in the winds that you see down to the south and west. That is another region of low pressure that will likely develop right along this cold front. So a big question is going to be, how far south does this cold front push before we start to get that wave of low pressure riding along it? Because that is going to be the key factor into our weather this weekend. And let's go ahead and just start with today, and then we'll go forward into the weekend, and hold on to that thought for me there. Again, this afternoon, temperatures topping out into the upper 40s and low 50s. Lots of sunshine out there. Tonight, struggling to drop below freezing. More sunshine comes into the picture on Tuesday or Wednesday. Here we are at lunchtime with temperatures already around 50 degrees, likely going into the 60s with a strong southerly wind flow ahead of that. And then here comes that cold front that's going to introduce more cloud cover Thursday night and Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. But towards the weekend, here comes a shot of some colder air. It's going to be working its way towards the upper Midwest. At the same time, we could have a region of low pressure. Again, I said it depends on how far south we can get that front to set up. But right now, a lot of the models are setting it up in the right spot for us to be on the cold side of a region of low pressure that works its way through, bringing the possibility of some snow. It doesn't look like a big storm, but nonetheless, slushy snow around this time of the year. Ew, who wants to deal with that? On the bright side, temperatures will be coming back up beyond whatever we get this weekend. More sunshine towards the start of next week, and then temperatures ending up close to 60 by the end of next week with rain and thunder. So a little bit of everything in the forecast.
It ain't over till it's over.
Until she sings, it is not
right.
over. We'll see what happens.
All right, Chris, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 at noon. There's something in the water at a hospital in Maine. We'll explain after this. Well, at the main medical center in Portland, it's all in the delivery. 9 nurses on the same floor are all pregnant at the same time. Brooke Rayford reports on the baby boom.
As a nurse in the labor and delivery unit, the job is all about supporting a future mother's needs.
I think that they tend to feel comforted, and they also tend to find that it's a common ground between us.
Common ground here at Maine Medical Center, where the nurses will soon have some special deliveries of their own.
And it's just very obvious that we understand what they're going through.
There must be something in the water, a baby boom. 9 nurses on one floor, all pregnant at the same time.
I don't think it hit home until we took a picture and it was on social media and we're getting all this attention. And then it was like, whoa. You weren't kidding.
All 9 are due between April and July. But this isn't everyone's first rodeo.
No, not the same, no.
Rachel Stelmack is on baby number 4.
I mean, it's great to just talk to everyone, kind of troubleshoot, answer questions too, since I'm kind of a pro.
A professional delivery nurse and an expectant mom who's been there.
There's been times where we've been the patient. And so I think it's been great to have each other either being our nurse or just being there for us, sending us a message, checking in on us, making sure everything's okay.
After 9 months, all 9 nurses will have plenty to look forward to.
I think we're looking forward to raising our babies together, to having friends and play dates and continuing the support of having shared experiences of all having babies together.
In Portland, Brooke Rayford, CBS 13 News.
Plenty of sunshine still out there for today, and we're going to keep that sunshine going into Thursday as well. Well, Wednesday into Thursday, rather. Temperatures top out near 60 degrees, though, tomorrow.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.